In today's show, an Eerily accurate crypto analyst, Dave the Wave, says a Bitcoin breakout to $150,000 will begin on this date. Since Bitcoin failed to break above 10,300 earlier this week, Dave now expects Bitcoin to reach a low of about $6,500 in September before it finally breaks out of the trend for good by April 15th of next year. And he goes on to share he believes that the crypto king is preparing for a long-term parabolic rally to $150,000, hitting a peak sometime in the year 2023. We'll be breaking down these bullish Bitcoin price predictions for you in today's show. Also, in today's episode, Bitcoin is prepared to surge to $14,000 as the Bitcoin price consolidates at a crucial level. Taking a look at this tweet from George Trader on crypto Twitter: as long as we hold above the green, I see no reason why $11,000 would not be next. And he's referring to that critical $9,600 support, which we're currently above, trading at $9,652. Ether and some of the top cryptos right now are currently in the green, but where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and click that bell icon to receive notifications of the latest premium crypto news. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend Teeka Tiwari, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over the next 7 years, but it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, click the link below the video in the description and check out this exclusive presentation by the one and only Teeka Tiwari. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's dive right into today's top story of the day, shall we? One of the few crypto analysts to correctly call Bitcoin's 2019 pullback, Dave the Wave, says he believes the Bitcoin is gearing up to finally exit a long-term bear trend that began about 2.5 years ago. In a series of charts, Dave the Wave highlights Bitcoin's movements inside a symmetrical triangle dating back to late 2017. Those were the times of all-time highs in the Bitcoin price, as we can all remember, Bitcoin climbing all the way up to 20,000 in December of 2017. And since Bitcoin failed to break above 10,300 earlier this week, Dave now expects Bitcoin to reach a low of about $6,500 in September. That's right, this is a bearish short-term prediction, which turns extremely bullish before it finally breaks out of the trend for good by April 15th of next year. So he gives an exact date for us here. So saying April 15th is when we will break out of the trend for good and remain extremely bullish. Dave is closely followed in crypto circles because he was one of the first few strategists who told traders back in June of 2019, when Bitcoin was trading for 13,000, to prepare for a significant correction. He predicted Bitcoin would fall to a low of 6,000 range by the end of the year, and Bitcoin ended up hitting a bottom of around $6,400 in December. So now he believes the crypto king is preparing for a long-term parabolic rally to $150,000. Personally, I cannot wait for Bitcoin to reach a six-figure digit, which means we need to about 10x from here. And to reach 150,000, we need to about 15x from the current Bitcoin price, hitting a peak sometime in the year 2023. What I love about Dave the Wave in particular, he gives specific dates on his predictions, which is awesome. The analyst believes Bitcoin is poised to benefit from fiscal stimulus and increased money printing, but he believes predictions that hyperinflation is coming are overblown. Instead, he expects the dollar to remain relatively strong compared to other currencies as an overall fiat devaluation occurs. Here's what he's quoted saying: "Many think hyperinflation, based on simple monetary theory, is the key that unlocks the mysteries of the monetary universe. In reality, it's an ideology for lazy minds." And taking a look at this tweet from Brant Hammer, who wrote, "People tend to forget that exchange rates are all relative in today's world. Non-U.S. central banks are printing at a faster rate, hence the U.S. dollar experiences strength." And Dave the Wave responded, "Yes, not a conventional deflation, which would have everything center on the dollar. More nuanced than that, I call it hyper-deflation, where financial assets deflate relative to the strongest currencies, USD, then gold, and Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the wild card here in this scenario. And then Brant responded, agreed, and then followed by another comment by Murphy. Yes, Dave, good point. I think on a macro scale, hyperinflation is building up like a volcano. Everything is magnified by the COVID and the recent turn of events. I call it a plandemic, and will take years, if not a decade, to realize the decisions made today, especially with USD being the go-to. And now for our next story of the day. Bitcoin is prepared to surge to 14K as the price consolidates at a crucial level. And before we break down this story of the day, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We're maintaining above that $9,600 support, which is definitely a good sign for Bitcoin. Ether back in the red, down 0.3%, trading at $242. I still feel Ether and Link as two of the most undervalued altcoins in the market, but that's just my two Satoshis. Let me know which altcoins you're most bullish on for 2020 and beyond. Also, XRP is down 0.77%, trading at 20 cents. Miss Litecoin down 0.3%, trading at $47. We have Satoshi Vision down 0.7%, trading at $194. And Bitcoin Cash is about even, trading at $256. And now taking a look at the top exchanges, we have Binance up 29% with 5.7 billion in volume. We have OKEX up 31% with 3.2 billion in volume, and BitMEX up a whopping 63% with 2.2 billion in volume. All right, now for our next story of the day. For the third time in the past year, Bitcoin saw strong rejection at the $10,500 price point on June 2nd. The leading crypto tanked by 1,500 in literally 3 minutes on BitMEX. As its worst, the reversal meant that Bitcoin was down to 8,600 from the 10,450 highs, which resulted in over $100 million worth of long positions being liquidated on BitMEX alone. And as I like to share, when you're trading with leverage, expect the house to win, because that's how these exchanges like Binance and BitMEX and Bybit are earning hundreds of millions of dollars. There's intense volatility in the Bitcoin market, as there always tends to be after a Bitcoin halving. So please keep that in mind. Many immediately took the move as a harrowing sign as to what's to come for the crypto market. 10,500 marked the high of the rally in October, and the one that ended this February. Each time prices failed to pass Bitcoin, then the crash followed. But even in the face of the rejection, analysts are still optimistic about what's to come next for Bitcoin. I know I'm extremely optimistic. Let me know if you're bullish or bearish on the king of cryptos. So Bitcoin still posed to rally towards 14K. Since the $2,000 drop, Bitcoin jumped 1,200 higher. The asset now currently trades at about $9,650, consolidating in the 9,000s. Just days on from the crash that occurred, Bitcoin remains below 10,450 high, but the bounce back near the local highs have been welcomed. One trader shared the image, which I'll share in a moment, on June 5th, writing that the asset is poised to see more downside. And taking a look at his tweet here on crypto Twitter, he said, "I'm sorry lads, but this looks horrible. More downside in my opinion." So what's being depicted is Bitcoin's macro price action, but inversed. Inversion is a tactic often used by traders to eliminate bias from their analysis. According to the trader's analysis of the inverse chart, Bitcoin is prepared to rally back to the 2019 yearly highs of $14,000 in the coming weeks. That's correct. As he wrote here, as long as we hold above the green, I see no reason why 11,000 would not be next. And taking a larger look at this graph, you can see the green is sitting right at about the $9,600 support, which is where Bitcoin is currently hovering right above. So as I pointed out, the same trader further indicated his bullish sentiment in another analysis. He says, as long as Bitcoin holds that $9,600 support, which we're currently above, that on a short-term perspective, he sees no reason why 11,000 would not be next. So let's smash that. Let's smash 10,500 and let's continue marching on up to 11K. It's about time, isn't it? So as we can see, there's technical trends suggestive of an upside, as reported by Bitcoinist previously. An analyst found that Bitcoin's recent price actions look eerily similar to that seen at the midpoint of 2019's bull trend. The midpoint preceded gains of around 80%. And taking a look at this tweet from Cold Blooded Shill, Bitcoin Renko similarity similarities divergent presented into 18% correction. The correction began a fresh run for 80% gains. Current PA is looking very similar in structure to the last significant Bitcoin run. If I throw Cuban's bands on the similarities continue, let this scare or excite. And he went ahead to share this graph, which I'll include in the show notes below the video in the description. And he did go on to say, I did this. I am sorry. And as I shared in a previous episode, Bloomberg analyst Mike McGlone is similarly expecting upside. He wrote in a recent report that a technical confluence coupled with positive fundamental factors such as the halving and grayscale trusts buying Bitcoin at a rate at more than being mined right now shows that $20,000 is likely for the cryptocurrency this year. So are you bullish on the Bitcoin price? Do you feel we will retest all-time highs that were set back in December of 2017? Do you think we'll blow past it? Where do you think the Bitcoin price is likely to end up by the end of 2020? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And now checking out the overall cryptocurrency market cap. We're sitting at $276 billion with $92 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the current BTC dominance is 64.8%. And taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have Wax leading the pack up a whopping 52%, trading at 7 cents. Divi up 26%, trading at 3.8 cents. Komodo up 10%, trading at 74 cents. Ren up 9%, trading at 9 cents. Cosmos up 7%, trading at $3.17, and Basic Attention Token up 7%, trading at 24 cents. And now for the biggest losers within the top 100, Electronium down about 4%, trading at 0.008. Sia Coin down 2.6%, trading at 0.002. Hedge Trade down 2.4%, trading at $2.80. Algorand down 1.5%, trading just below 24 cents. Aave down 1.2%, trading at 6 cents. And Unibright down 1%, trading at 41 cents. So out of all these cryptos and the top gainers and top losers for the day, are you bullish or bearish on any of these in particular? I'd love to know. Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bulls are back in control, but by barely, leading by about 8.5 million in superiority, with longs leading 50.19% versus 49.81% shorts. Are you currently bullish or bearish? Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators. It's the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 53, which is neutral. Yesterday was a 54, and last week was a 48, all of which is neutral. And last month we were rated a 42 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. And I want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video by clicking show more in the description right down below for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 430 plus videos right here on my channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every single day, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format so you can listen to it in the car, on your way to work, when you're working out, when you're out and about, or just doing your thing. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't yet already done so. The direct link to do so is cryptonewsalerts.net, or if you're on YouTube, you can smash the subscribe button right below this video. We can also be found on all the major podcasting platforms, including Apple's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher Radio. So whichever podcasting platform you're active on, I truly do appreciate the support. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes, and I also have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 strong from all over the world. To become a part of this, simply click this link, request to join. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a crypto Telegram chat. To become a part of this, simply click this link and you'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And real quick before I go, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend Teeka Tiwari, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over the next 7 years, but it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, click the link below this video in the description. It'll take you here to watch this exclusive presentation by the one and only Teeka Tiwari. Enjoy, and I look forward to catching you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.